Are we live?
We're live.
Happy Friday.
I'm eating bacon. I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't talk with your mouth full.
I'm James,
And I am Emily.
and we show you our actual weight loss journey with the keto lifestyle.
Make sure you check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. But most importantly, don't forget to get ready.
Set.
Keto.
All right, so yeah, I just scarfed down a couple pieces of bacon because
James didn't start cooking.
I didn't, and then I came in and I started cleaning up the kitchen because that had to be done because you can't do a show with stuff all over the table.
And it feels like it's always on a Friday when I end up having to work late. Always. It always feels that way.
Yeah, so she walked in, I was in the shower, so then I come down and I'm setting up for the live. And then I reached over in the closet and pulled my back. So there's that. Not working out. No.
He's just bent over.
I can't ever have the good
Story.
Yeah, the good story of, oh, I was lifting all this heavy weight and I hurt my back. Nope, it's always I bent over and picked something up or I reached for something. There's never a good story.
He's like, oh, you need to plug this cord in for me.
I was like, there's a lot of stuff. And then what makes it even worse is that, like, when you hurt your back, you drop everything. Like, everything you go to pick up, and it, like, falls. And you're like, oh, it looks like it's a mile away.
Did you already get your weight training in today?
No.
Uh-oh.
Tomorrow.
Uh-oh.
I just worked out. I worked out last night.
Right. I didn't know which day was your days. I still don't know what your days are.
Okay, so I was doing a rotation of things where I would work out heavy one day and then light the next. Well, now I work out heavier.
3 times a week?
And yes. So Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday.
Yeah.
So that's what we got.
Yes.
All right. Would you like to see who's here?
Yeah.
All right. Carrie's here.
Hi, Carrie.
Hookah's here.
Hookah. Hi, hi.
I seen this comment and I appreciate it so much that before we came on, yeah. So thankful for you, Emily and James, for your generosity of time, genuine nature, and humor. And
Thank you, Paula.
We really appreciate that.
That's so sweet.
Cole's here, says Bob sent me.
Hi, Cole.
And then I seen that Bob said that we should name the these 2 hours on Friday night the Bald Power Hours.
At least 2/3.
Santa's here.
Hi, Santa.
She says good evening and happy Friday.
Happy Friday. I can't wait to see what these dragon eggs are.
Dragon eggs. The Heath and Shelley are doing on their show
they're doing
tonight.
dragon eggs.
I know. I wonder if it's something to do with avocados. I
Yeah.
just have a feeling it has something to do with avocado. Yes, Paula, I would definitely go for the Bald Power Hours. Jackie's here.
Hi, Jackie.
People talking.
People talking, people talking.
And what did I do? There I went.
There you went.
22 Q Cat's here. Hi.
Hi, 22Q Cat.
Carrie says he saw a biscuit in a cage at the zoo. It was bred in captivity.
Keto chow biscuits sound good this weekend.
Jackie says there's 71 in here and I'm still freezing.
Yeah, that sounds like the story of my life.
I know. I know, except at night. Emily's been getting very hot.
Yeah.
So I do have a funny story about that.
Yeah. I've been waking up like drenched in sweat. So hot at night.
All right, so Emily in
Go
the
ahead and
past...
tell the story.
Okay, for like the past 3 weeks, Emily has been thinking that she has some problems because she's been waking
or
up...
premenopause or something.
She's been waking up in the middle of the night drenched.
Like so hot, so sweaty.
All right, so...
And I'm always cold any other time.
Well, then last week, I don't know, it was probably last Friday or something like that, or last Thursday, I woke up in the middle of the night just hot as can be, itching, hot, and I was like, okay, there's got to be something to this. So I walk downstairs and I start to realize that, well, first off, Noah had his heat vent shut off. And Austin had his heat vent shut off. So I walked downstairs we have a tri-level, and on our main floor we only have 2 heat vents.
Right.
And that's where the thermostat is. So then I go down to the basement, and all the basement heat vents are shut off. So
Guess where all the heat's going?
all the heat in the middle of the night when it would get cold outside and the heat would kick on,
Yeah.
it would run most of the night, went right beside Emily.
Yeah, the vent's right by my side of the bed.
So it was getting like 80 degrees in the bedroom at night, like
Right.
in the middle of the night when the heat kicked on.
And we know this because he adjusted all the vents and he went and bought me a little thermostat to put beside me to see if I wake up hot, to see how hot it is in our in our room right there. And I think that's what it was, because it's been a lot better.
She was so worried that she even made a doctor appointment and everything. So like when I figured out what it was, I went and I told the kids, I was like, look, you can't do that. Like Emily thinks that something's bad wrong and she's making doctor's appointments. Can't do that. Can't shut off all the vents in the house and have it all blow.
That was
into
the
our
only
room.
thing that made sense to me. I wouldn't think that everybody would shut their vents.
Tampa Jan says
Hi,
hello
Tampa
from
Jan.
sunny Florida.
Ah, jealous.
So, oh yeah, she just caught the semi-retired Bob, and he reminded me.
Awesome.
I listened to semi-retired
Thanks,
Bob
Bob.
too, and I did make a couple comments, but yeah, I listen while I'm doing stuff,
Yes.
even showering.
Yeah.
Kimmy Renee is here.
Hi, Kimmy Renee.
Hey, Heath is here. Hey, yo.
Hey. Hey, yo.
Carrie said he had a pound of bacon earlier with a lot of egg yolks.
I had bacon and hard-boiled eggs this afternoon for lunch.
John says we never have to be sorry for
No.
eating bacon.
Scott's here.
Kelly's here. She's
Kelly's here.
super excited for the cruise.
Me too.
We will be there.
I feel like there's so much I need to do beforehand, though. Or so much to buy, rather.
To buy?
Yeah.
We need luggage.
And we really don't have any, like, summer clothes that fit.
Oh no. Do we need clothes on the cruise? Is this a kind of cruise? What kind of cruise is this? Scott's on the elliptical machine.
I'm not jealous of that.
I am so sorry, Scott.
Jennifer is here. Hi, beautiful.
So Carrie says in a day he's been going through 30 egg yolks and a pound of bacon with some seafood.
Wow. I love seafood. And I love eggs. And I love bacon.
That's expensive now.
Yeah.
30 yolks is expensive now.
Yeah. Luz made it. Hi, Luz. Mark's here, probably in the truck.
Yep. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
MG3919's here. Got off 45 minutes early.
Yay.
2 kids didn't ride.
Yay. That's good.
Scott says that I have to restart the DDPY for my back.
Yeah, Scott, my wrist has been hurting for I feel like 2 or 3 weeks straight, and it still just feels so weak. And I know it's from the planks and the push-ups. I think, anyway. I think that's what it's from, but it's still sore.
22QCast says, you look so tiny sitting there.
Aw, thank you.
I think maybe that's because I'm getting bigger. I hope not. Jackie says the Indy
Thank you.
meetup is unofficially official for May 6th.
Yay. We'll be there.
We don't have stuff to do that day?
No, I don't have a big filled up calendar like some people. Like Dawn.
Yeah, we don't really have it. We don't really, yeah. Dawn's here, by the way. She
I
says,
know.
good evening, friends.
Hi, Dawn.
Bob says you need to make up a good story for that bad back. I'll get you started. You're never going to believe what happened to my back.
Yeah.
Nope, wasn't even a good, not even a good story.
Yeah.
Kelly changed her name from Keto Kelly to my
Carnivore-ish life.
since I'll be doing 1 day keto a week, doing carnivore high fat for rheumatoid arthritis. So far, so good.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
That is really awesome.
And we just subscribed to Miss Perfectly Imperfect.
Mrs. Perfectly Imperfect Keto.
Imperfect Keto.
We did.
Because she's
just starting a channel, and
yes.
We love you, and we want to support you.
And last I seen, she had a couple shorts on there so far.
Yes.
Lisa says, I got to the gym twice this week. Planning on hitting it tomorrow morning. Great stress reliever.
Awesome.
Happy weekend to you all.
I am not liking the weightlifting as much just because I'm really liking the yoga a lot. I really like the yoga a lot more than weightlifting.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, then don't do the weightlifting.
I do want to do some, so I will.
Carrie says 357 days.
Wow.
No coffee or caffeine today. 9 more days till I hit my year of no coffee or caffeine, James.
That's
amazing. That is a feat.
It is.
I don't even drink coffee, but I drink it more than once a year. He says I'm getting warm about the avocado.
I love avocado.
He says keep it PG. I'm guessing he means the cruise.
He said please, I'm sure. He didn't say it, but he meant it.
It's cold in Arizona, currently 55.
I'll take cold in Arizona any day.
I would take 55.
Yeah.
Deb's here. Hi, Deb.
Hi, Deb.
And Jackie says they turn the thermostat to 64 at night.
Oh.
You know, maybe we could bump it down a couple degrees at night if you get too hot. And if everybody else is getting too hot, maybe that's a thing.
I mean, I don't know about 64, but...
Like, we have it set at 70, so maybe 68.
I could do that.
Just enough to make everyone not want to close their vents.
Yeah. But I love blankets so much. Even if I'm hot, I'm still going to keep wrapped in a blanket.
Liz says, Emily, you look so tiny.
Aw, thank you.
What is happening to you?
I don't know. I literally, before we got on here, I told him, I said, I bought this shirt a while back, and I haven't wanted to wear it because I felt like it was tight. And I don't like tight clothes. So this is the first time I've worn it.
Who can needs cold to sleep?
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, the way I've been hot at night, I could totally change it up.
Jennifer told Jackie that she'd freeze to death.
Yeah. That's pretty cold for me.
And Lady Fritzator.
Fritzator.
Yeah, says, don't forget the thumb.
The thumb.
All right. Camille says, hi, everyone.
Hi, Camille.
So happy to catch you live.
I'm happy you're here.
Deb says, night sweats are real.
See, they really are, and I really thought that's what it was. I'll find out, though, because I really did make a doctor's appointment.
Ageless Keto Bob is here.
Hi, Bob.
Margie Kozrinsky is here.
You love saying her name.
And she says that we both look so good.
You even made a comment about your shirt feeling tight.
Okay, my shirt has always been tight since I got it. But so, yes, I just got it recently within like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I got it with the intentions that I wanted to buy it tight.
Yeah.
And it still is. Carrie says we had a cold front again and it's in the 50s and tomorrow will be really rainy. We're supposed to get snow on Sunday morning.
We are.
And I actually have to get up at 3 a.m. on Sunday morning to go into work just in case it snows.
Yeah, so he can salt the roads.
Salt the roads.
That means I can sleep in and not be bothered.
Margie says, Emily, your face looks so thin.
Ah, my big cheekbones.
You might not even be here by the end of the show.
You're silly. I'm crazy. Lisa said it's not that kind of a cruise.
I didn't think it was, but I just needed to make sure.
You just needed to make sure.
Yeah, if I needed to do BBB&E a couple more times. Before the cruise. All right, so Tampa Jan says, can you tell me about the cruise? I don't know anything about it, and you're the only ones talking.
Okay. The cruise is a low-carb cruise. It's on Royal Caribbean, and it's a normal cruise. It's not just all low-carb. It's a normal cruise, but there's a bunch of people going, and they're going to have speakers on the cruise, and we're going to get to meet a lot of awesome people on the cruise, and we're going to get to see a lot of awesome people that we've already been able to meet on the cruise, and it's going to be so much fun. I hope it's so much fun anyway. But it is a 7-day cruise out of Houston. Is it Houston?
Galveston,
Texas. And I know we'll be going to Mexico and Honduras. And I cannot wait. It's coming up in June. I hope that answers your question, though.
Yes. It's June 4th through the 11th.
Yes.
And I think there's still room.
Mm-hmm. I think I know it's over 300 people, right?
Yes.
Who signed up for it?
Yes, I know.
But they're having a pre-cruise dinner on Saturday before the cruise as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun, I'm sure.
Cindy Make is here, late to the party. Just
Late
got
to the
done with my
party.
gym at home and workout, and we work out.
Heck yeah.
She works out on the Wii.
Oh, that would be fun.
It would be.
That would be fun.
Joe and Rachel are here.
Hi, Joe and Rachel.
Or at least they were here. I don't know how long it's been since that happened.
Yep. That's all right.
We always get behind before we catch up.
Because that's how it works.
Paula says we need to know how to do a meetup in Arizona.
Well, if somebody does a meetup in Arizona, they should reach out to Chris at Keto Chow. He has the website.
Lowcarbevents.com.
And he tries to get everything listed on there for people so you can meet up with like-minded people.
Yeah, so if you get somebody and a couple of you want to put a little meetup together, just contact him and it'll be on the website. That way other people can find it.
Right.
John Carlson says you guys look awesome.
you,
Good
John.
job. I'm in it to win it.
That's right. Me too.
Oh boy, Scott says they got 14 inches of snow. If I had 14...
And he has to go salt roads for an inch of snow to be expected.
Yes, we are expecting an inch of snow early Sunday morning, and I have to go in and work 8 hours. So hopefully that inch turns to nothing.
Yes, hopefully.
And I can just make overtime money for doing nothing.
Yes.
Heath is answering Tampa Jan.
I'll go up. Go back up a minute. Up. Marsha.
Oh, Maria. Call her.
Maria. I am so sorry.
Call her Maria.
Maria.
Finally made one of your lives. I work
And
night
I'm so
shift
happy about
in
it.
LA, so I'm usually napping when you're both live, but I'm off tonight.
That's awesome. I hope you have a good weekend.
And
I hope you're off this week.
It's not even 4 o'clock in LA.
Yeah, it's early. It's early.
I know. I don't, you know what, as much as I like warm weather, I don't want to live in LA.
I've never been there, so I wouldn't know if I would want to.
That traffic and, yes. No LA for me.
No.
Jennifer says, don't feel bad. I once chipped a tooth eating lettuce.
I chipped a tooth with a fork without eating anything before.
Was you picking or just prying?
Just biting on a fork. Just,
She was hungry.
I guess.
He says, I went to the gym this morning, pulled into the parking lot to get a drink out of my cooler. It counts, right? It absolutely counts. You went to the gym and you did something while you were there. Well, yes. Yes. I like it. Kathy says, eating strawberry ice cream that I made from Equip Protein. It's the best. We still have never tried Equip.
No, and I saw that they had, somebody had posted about a mint chocolate one that was really good. Mint chocolate chip or mint chocolate or something.
I'm not even going to lie. I don't even know what kind of ingredients or anything about it.
I don't either.
It might have just
haven't
came
looked
out.
at 'em.
Because you know what? Up until the last 2 weeks, I don't think I ever heard of Equip.
No.
I don't think that. Have you?
We usually make ice cream from Keto Chow. So
Yes.
we don't really look.
I don't know what Equip is. But
Yeah.
you know what? Remind me when we get off of here, after we eat,
Yeah,
to look it up.
I'll try.
And find where you even get it.
I can't promise, but I'll try.
Paula says that it definitely counts. If
See?
you go to the gym, it definitely counts. Carrie says, James, I don't have my thermostat on at all. He must live somewhere warmer than we do.
Yes. And Hookah said that they turn theirs down to 67 or 68 at night. Maybe we should do that.
Chantel says, on your weekly weigh-in video last week, I posted my weight loss for the week. I decided to post it every week because it might keep me accountable.
It definitely helps me. Would you say it helps you?
Yes.
It really does. And I'm sitting here looking at bacon. I'm just going to show you this bacon right here.
It definitely helps us. When I feel snacky and when I'm doing stuff,
James is always feeling snacky.
when I'm doing something that I shouldn't be doing and I'm starting to snack, it's like, well, I can tell you this. I snack way more on Saturday. It might just be because of the weekend, and Sunday, and even on Monday. But once it gets like after Wednesday,
Right.
I know the snacking needs to stop.
I have to literally tell him, James, you need to make a plate and sit down, because he'll pick at whatever food we make. Like tomorrow tonight we're putting a brisket on the smoker for tomorrow. And I guarantee he will snack on that brisket and not make a plate.
I was really bad. I'm the person that was up to over 300 pounds. Mm-hmm. And I never ate a lot at one sitting.
No.
It was just constant throughout the day. A piece here and a piece there.
Whereas I like to have like a big meat plate.
And it was probably under 2,000 calories too.
Right.
It was just the way it, I just can't eat a whole lot in one sitting. So it's just hard for me to make a big plate and force myself to eat it.
I usually end up eating more than he does in one sitting.
But I think that's great, and I wish that more people would post on our weight loss on our weigh-in video, because that would be like a good interaction, and other people could use that. That is a great idea.
It is a great idea.
Why have we've been doing this almost a year and a half, and we've never thought for other people to post their weight?
We should start asking.
I know, but we don't want anybody
Only
to
if somebody feels comfortable.
Yeah, we don't want anybody to be pressured, though.
No,
you have to post your weight. It'd be like, I don't want to go to that club. That club sucks.
Oh, boy.
They want to know our weight.
Don't read Heath's.
Yeah. Heath says, we do 69 during summer and winter. Ha 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 in Texas, maybe 55, 60.
I need to live in Texas.
I'm reading that very seriously.
I know. And I'm saying very seriously that we need to live somewhere like Texas.
We definitely do. They even had their brisket $1 cheaper than what
I know.
the sale price of our brisket.
We thought we got a really good deal,
Jackie,
which I still think it's a really good deal.
Jackie
but
says it's recommended to sleep in cooler environments.
Then I have a hard time getting up out of bed in the morning for work.
Maria says it's 60. Chilly evening here in LA at 60 degrees.
Oh.
We're not used to this cold weather.
I'd say not.
Brian says my wife freezes me out every night. You know, my uncle told me, it was just a couple weeks before she started getting hot. My uncle said, boy, when menopause starts, you'll burn up. Or, you'll freeze.
Right.
He told me, and then all of a sudden she started getting night sweats. I was like, oh no, I don't like freezing. All right, so Linda Nelson, vegetables can you eat on your diet?
Can we or do we? I will say,
Start out, they're usually the green ones,
yes.
except for peas.
Yeah, peas, not peas. And there's a word for these vegetables. That's high.
All right, so on keto, we limit ourselves, and we're probably on the higher spectrum to be called keto because we limit ourselves to 30 carbs.
Right.
So I guess you can eat any vegetable you want as long as you limit yourself to a certain carb. Now, we don't eat corn, and we don't eat peas, and we don't eat the vegetables that's high in sugar.
Right.
Our vegetables are either broccoli, which is very seldom anymore because it upsets both of our stomachs.
Right.
We love asparagus. We love Brussels sprouts.
Those are the main two.
And we love salad.
And mushrooms.
And mushrooms. And onion and garlic, if them are vegetables.
And bell peppers and jalapeno peppers and any peppers.
Yes, but it's just typically the stuff that...
Yeah.
And I sum it up personally. I just call all the green vegetables that I said. I think they're pretty close. I call them 5 carbs per cup.
Mm-hmm.
That's how. Just I know that in my head.
Right.
And I call it. If one's 6, then I still call it 5, and if one is 4, I call it 5. But just in the back of my mind, I know that if I have, 2 cups of salad,
right,
then I'm going to call that 10 carbs.
Right.
Because then it's going to have meat and cheese, and we don't count cheese, and we don't count the carbs in eggs.
I count cheese.
But if I was to count cheese, I'm still under 30 carbs.
He should count cheese.
I guess I should count cheese.
Because he has a cheese problem.
Yeah, speaking of that.
What?
Speaking of cheese.
Speaking of cheese, what?
I got this today.
Oh boy.
Has anyone ever had milk of magnesia? Because I got it, and I'm pretty excited to see what happens. Because of cheese. Sorry.
TMI, I think. Maybe.
I've never used it. I've used the magnesium citrate, and I know that's like, watch out.
Yeah, James has a problem with cheese, and this is why he should count cheese. Many of you probably already know this about him, and he says he'll mess up with cheese, and then he'll do really good, and then it's like he forgets that cheese is not his friend. And then he does it to himself.
About once a month, I forget what cheese does to me. It's sometimes very painful. It's like, I don't know why I can't go. So.
Oh boy.
All right. Kelly says, been in menopause for 2 years.
Oh wow.
Since doing carnivore, haven't had one hot flash. Crazy.
That is crazy.
Too Crazy Keto says, I get hot when I sleep. I'm fine all day, but I want it around 72 when I sleep. Any warmer and I sweat. Well, yeah, we're setting our house at 70, and even with all the vents open, because of the way the thermostat's on the main floor,
right,
and we're upstairs, by the time the thermostat gets to 70, it's still like 74 in our bedroom.
Right, but I've been waking up at like 3 o'clock in the morning and just hot as fire. But the little thermostat that he got me, it was telling me it was like 78 in my room, so that explains it a little bit.
So when at least when you wake up in the middle of the night and you're sweating,
I can at least look and see how hot it is.
If it says 78 or something like that, you know that it's probably not a hormone thing. It's just getting hot.
Well, I'm still going to keep my appointment because I'm kind of, I'm getting older.
Lady Fritz Ader says, here in Michigan, my bedroom stays no higher than 55.
Oh, wow.
Wow, I'd probably lose all kinds of weight from shivering at 55. Deb says the shirt looks wonderful on you.
Thank you.
It definitely does. Crafty says, I also have big dogs that sleep practically on top of me.
Yeah. So that's another thing for me because our Cocker Spaniel, he is always up against me at night. So that probably doesn't help the situation.
Lisa says she heard there's going to be 340 on the cruise.
That's so awesome.
And we're still 4 months away.
Yeah.
That could go to 400. I hope it does.
I hope it does too.
Jackie says, if it's not fun, we can hang out poolside, Emily.
Yes.
James can fend for himself.
Yes, that's right. I will totally do that.
Heath got 2 briskets at $1.99 a pound.
I'm so jealous. I envy you.
Our freezer's so full that if it was $1.99 a pound,
we'd have to go buy a new freezer.
We'd either have to go get another freezer or I guess we could just make jerky out of all of it. People saying hi to 2KK.
Yeah.
And we are very happy when 2KK stops in and says hi.
Yes, they're the sweetest.
Margie says, James and Emily, both of you are going to have an amazing time on the cruise. Make sure you take Dramamine.
Yes, definitely.
I actually don't get sick on a cruise ship.
Well, it's better to have than have not when it comes to that.
Is Dramamine keto? Does it keto?
Does it keto?
Kelly says, bringing the hubby with me on the cruise, even though he's not low carb. Maybe we can convert him.
We can totally convert him.
Hopefully he's not sneaking room service.
I love that we're going because it's been such a big fear of mine to go on vacation at all. And besides that, we get to hang out with some pretty cool people.
Margie says, I've gone on 5 cruises, and the first 3 I got seasick.
The last one we went on, which has it been 10 years ago?
2014. 8.
9 years ago.
Yeah.
And I got really sick on that one.
That had one rough night.
Yeah.
And it was really rough.
It was enough,
like walking through the restaurant, the buffet, I remember feeling ourselves like the front of the boat going up. That was a rough one.
Yeah.
Dawn says, I named my toilet Jim. Just so that when I go to the bathroom, I can say I went to the gym. But did you work out?
Oh, Shauna made it.
There's Shauna.
I was asking James if he saw you.
Shauna
I
says,
haven't
sorry
seen
I'm late.
Shauna.
I was making Heath and Shelley's Lucy Mitza.
Ooh. I made their Korean beef bulgogi, which James likes to call
Bologna.
Korean beef bologna. And it was so yummy. James, Noah actually brought leftovers for lunch today at school. I made it with cauliflowered rice.
Margie says she gets car, air, and seasick. And yes. So we don't know yet if we're driving or if we're flying to Houston.
Yeah.
One of the reasons that's bad to drive, if I get car sick, I don't get seasick, and I don't get air sick.
But he will not let me drive because he will get car sick.
There's something about it. When I'm sitting in the passenger seat, if I don't sit and stare at the road, like if I start looking out the windows or looking at my phone, instantly sick, I feel horrible.
Yeah.
It's just easier if I have to do that. I might as well just drive.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that if we do drive, that I can put that behind me and let her drive while I sleep.
Yep.
Which will make me sick.
Yep. And I'm secretly wanting to drive. Not secretly. Secretly.
Shauna says, if I don't respond, my hands and face are full of pizza. Oh no. Hopefully she don't smother herself. Pizza. Too much pizza. Brian says, I'm learning about myself. Hearing you talk about a keto cruise, I don't think I have it in me to spend a pile of bucks for a cruise and not eat everything I want.
That can teach a lot about yourself to think that, because that is why I'm so happy about going, is because vacations have always been about food for me. Like, I want to go here because I want to try authentic this, or I want to go here because I want to try authentic that.
Actually, I think we're going to get more bang for our buck.
Yeah, because of all the meat.
Because before we would have went and filled up on bread and pies and all the stuff that's
Right.
like $1 a pound,
Yeah.
you know. Whereas now we're going to fill up on meat and cheese and all
Right.
the stuff that's going to be over $5 a pound.
Yeah.
I think definitely going to get more bang for our buck.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
It just won't be sweet.
That's right.
I get that though. I don't think that's why I have a problem. You know, we talk about this a lot. I have a problem with restaurants that I just refuse to go to.
There's certain ones. Like, I want to go to Outback so bad, and he will not go, so I'm going to have to go with someone else.
MG3919 says our bedroom AC is set at 61, but it rarely gets that low.
Wow.
And you know, in the summer we set ours at like 73.
Yeah. But I'm usually cold all the time.
Kathy says it's beef protein, very clean. You have to
Okay.
order it online. I know what it is because I saw it in Nisha's cabinet one time.
Okay.
I've never heard up until the last week or two, or a couple weeks. I've been
Hearing about it a lot lately.
I was thinking maybe it was just being sold at some store that we don't have.
See, I thought it was at the store that we just haven't paid any attention to.
Blue Dove's here, getting ready to make a meatloaf.
Yum.
We made meatloaf last week, and it was so good.
It was so good.
I couldn't really call mine a loaf, but it was a meat.
It was a loaf.
But there was no loaf in it.
It was a meat log.
It was yes, definitely a meat log. Camille's going to get brisket before the sale is over in the Houston area, so Kroger has it.
Yes.
They have everything. We don't have an HEB, and they got Kroger. Not fair.
Not fair.
Not fair. He says there's a few homes for sale in their subdivision. Lou says
I told James we can't move though.
Equip is a delicious beef protein.
That makes me want to try it.
Uncle Big Guy.
Uncle Big
Off
Guy.
work, I went from 336 to 200, but up to 340.
You know what? You can do it again. You already know you did it, right?
You did it once.
Yep.
Ain't nothing changed.
That's right.
The meat's still the same.
The meat is still the same.
Cindy says, great find on the brisket and steaks. I went to Kroger here in Richmond. Nothing even close. Wow. You know, that's crazy that Texas would have brisket on sale for $1.99. They're $2.99 here, and nothing in Richmond.
Right.
Richmond is like 40 minutes away from us. 45. Right. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Uncle Big Guy corrected. He's at 240.
Correction.
Yeah.
It's still awesome. There's the word.
Cruciferous.
Yes. Who said that?
Blue Dove.
Blue Dove, thank you. I could not think of that. I knew there was a word. Somebody else said it too. Lisa said it too.
Cruciferous veggies.
Yes, thank you. I knew there was a word for the vegetables. But a majority of our vegetables are typically peppers of some sort, mushrooms, onions.
We love onions.
And Brussels sprouts. Those are the main ones if we have vegetables. Every now and then it would be the asparagus, cabbage, or cauliflower in rice form.
Ain't it weird that cabbage messes my stomach up so bad, but Brussels sprouts do not?
Yes.
It's odd.
It is odd.
I don't understand. Unless it's the cooking process when we cook the cabbage versus the Brussels sprouts is just baked.
Ooh, avocado is another one for me.
Avocado.
Yeah.
Is that a vegetable or a fruit? It's got seeds.
It would be a fruit then, right?
It would be a fruit. Avocado's a fruit. We might just be the first we might have just invented that.
Right.
Carrie says he don't eat any carbs. My carb if turned all the way off for me, and that works. My carb knob, yes.
Dialing that dial down, right?
Dial the dial.
Dial the dial.
John was 336 in November 2022, and today I'm at 316. Yeah.
That's a win.
Yeah, that was just, 2 months?
That's awesome.
2 months to be down 20 pounds? That is great.
Yes. Congratulations, John.
Lisa says, been enjoying bacon jalapenos and cabbage lately.
I love cabbage, and I love
jalapenos
bacon, and I love jalapenos. I have some bacon-wrapped jalapenos in the refrigerator.
Why?
I meant to make them or heat them up because...
Are they the ones from Costco?
No.
Oh.
No, Mark brought them to me at work, and they're cheese-stuffed, bacon-wrapped jalapenos.
Wow.
And they're still in the refrigerator.
Is it too late? Are we going to have them tomorrow with brisket?
We can have them tomorrow.
I just don't want them to go bad. That's one thing that I don't like.
Is food going bad?
Yeah, since we went keto, I bet you it's less than 5 times that we've thrown any food away because it's meat and it doesn't go bad.
Yeah.
Unlike vegetables and fruits that was, 2 days after you buy them, they got mold.
Yes. Exactly.
Sammy Jane does not count egg carbs.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh no, Jackie says, Emily, I messed up my butter bites. They taste like grilled cheese and not a good grilled cheese.
Oh no. No.
You like grilled cheese in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever had a bad grilled cheese?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yes.
I never liked grilled cheese.
I'm surprised
I liked
as much as you...
I liked it with tomato soup, kind of.
Right.
Lou says, James, it'll give you the runs. Oh, boy.
And then talking about that.
Don says, just eat fat, James. It would clear you out.
Sammy Jane says, I'm not wanting to see what happens.
I'll tell you about it on tomorrow's video. I guess we're not going anywhere after the live.
Go back up. 22 QCat. Did you have to buy the gallon jug?
The milk of magnesia. You know,
I got home from work and he's like, look what I got.
look what I got. And you know what? I might be stupid, but I said, Emily, you should try this. And she's like, okay.
And I wanted to see how it tasted.
Because the magnesium,
It's not good.
The magnesium citrate is so sour that anytime I've ever tried that, it almost makes me throw up. It upsets my stomach that bad. It's kind of like taking a multivitamin on an empty stomach. Well, this didn't taste that bad. So yes, she took it too. Good thing we have 2 bathrooms upstairs.
Oversharing.
Blue Dove says that's actually an excellent source of magnesium.
Is it?
Yeah, so I figured it out that we took 4,800 milligrams of magnesium.
Magnesium?
Yes. We should be good for the weekend.
Oh, gosh.
Pamela says milk of magnesium is as old as the hills. Well, this stuff tastes
I had never tried it before.
This stuff tastes so much better than the castor oil that my grandma gave me anytime I was sick. When I was young, it was one of them things. It's like, oh, you're sick, here, have castor oil, and you'll get rid of it.
Mine was the powdered, what is it called? It comes in a powder form. Like anytime you had a headache or anything, my whole family still does it.
BC powder.
BC powder. That was one. And my aunts and uncles, they still, that's what they use, BC powder.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember BC in pill form, and I remember it in powder form, but I never got it in powder form.
Oh, I have.
I think it tastes really bad.
It's very bad.
He said that the Houston need to do a meetup at a local
Yeah.
barbecue joint.
Barbecue. I can't wait
We
for
are.
this brisket tomorrow.
It's in June, Heath. Camille's up for a meetup. We
That
need
would
to
be
do
fun.
a meetup here. I mean, I know that they're having the Keto Ohio, but I think it would be fun one day just to say, hey, we're going to Columbus. We're going to the Brazilian barbecue,
Brazilian barbecue?
steakhouse. The Brazilian steakhouse. We'll be there, this weekend. If you want
Right.
to come, this is what time. I
Right.
think that would be fun. Just spur of the moment. Don't have
You're
to plan
way
anything.
behind.
I'm so sorry. I'm always behind.
Go down.
All right. Margie says, still getting the runs with keto. Sorry, TMI. But I can't stop consuming it. It's so delicious and healthy. I have my times.
My carnivore-ish life said I was in the Navy and served on a ship, so this will be a breeze. Thank you for your service.
Yes, thank you. I'm sorry, I was reading. I don't want to,
Don't be rude, mister.
Miriam says, where are you going? On the cruise.
Hi, Miriam.
I think we're talking about the cruise. Bob says, 14 and a half years at sea in the Navy. I am used to the movement on a cruise.
Thank you for your service too, Bob.
I'm guessing Joe says Rachel gets car sick if she
No,
tries to read.
Yeah, that is me. I don't get car sick in the passenger seat, but if I try to read and it irritates me because James will be like, I need you to look this up.
You're the co-pilot. I need directions.
So he's trying to make me sick.
Bob says new business idea. Open a gym called New Year Gym. $50 and you get to January to February 15th. Then the gym will close for the year, so you can say my gym closed, win-win. No, yep. That way you just can't go.
That is so funny.
Hookah says I get car sick if I try to read in the car too.
Yes.
I love to read, but other drivers don't appreciate it. I think that we're just going to take our laptop and
Play something. Probably YouTube.
audiobooks.
It'll be YouTube.
An audiobook, a good audiobook.
It'll be YouTube.
Or a movie.
Or YouTube.
I used to drive over the road for a very short time, and I remember someone passing me one time, and they had their laptop. It was at night.
Yeah.
They had their laptop in their lap watching a movie.
While they were driving?
While they were driving.
Oh, that's not safe.
I know. I was like, oh, this ain't going to end well.
Yeah, that's not safe.
Shauna says everyone needs to make Lucy's pizza cake. It was amazing. I had 1/8 of a slice. Wow, am I full?
I'm sure.
1/8 of a slice.
Yeah, but it's a lot of meat and protein, so.
You know, when we made the lasagna, the meat lasagna.
Yeah.
Remember, I ate that all week long at work because
And he was so full.
It was so filling. You just take a square, and it was like each square was a pound of meat.
Right.
And I ate that thing all week long.
He did.
That was the gift that kept on giving.
It was. Lisa said she'd go back to the Outback with me.
I have a gift card, and she'll pay. It sounds like.
I would. He can't get. He thinks that he cannot go there and not want bread.
Miriam says she's excited to hang out with us on the cruise.
I'm so excited about him.
I can't wait.
I know, I can't wait
till the cruise.
It's going to be so fun.
Linda's thermostat's on 64 and run a fan on low. I love to burrow down in the covers with just my face sticking out.
That's me, for sure. I'm right there with you, Linda.
Even when it's hot, she's still covered up.
Yeah.
Jackie says if you go to the outlet mall in Indiana, there's an Outback.
Okay, so when we go to Indiana to the outlet mall, we need to decide to go ahead and go to Outback that day. I think that's a very, very wonderful idea.
Is this girl's day?
It is. You're not invited.
Oh, no. What am I going to do?
Stuff.
You're my only friend.
I know. I'm sorry.
2KK says Equip is a good protein. We've used it for years. They have other products, but the protein powder is the best. It really needs a blender to mix well since it tends to clump.
We should probably try it.
We should. We'll have to get on the website.
Yeah.
Paula says, I know you like fish. Today I crushed 0-carb pork rinds, crusted
Ooh.
cod, and fried it in butter and coconut oil.
That sounds wonderful.
Emily loves seafood.
I do.
I just don't.
I really do. Noah does too.
Jackie says avocado is
And
fruit.
Austin. See, avocado
seafood.
is fruit.
Everyone likes seafood here but me. Does Derek eat seafood? No.
Yes.
Does he?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
I would have never thought that.
Yes.
Derek doesn't like anything. Bliss says preheat the bed with an electric blanket, turn it off when I get into bed, and keep the heat at 63. That might work. Santa says cabbage is meant to clean you out. Anyone remember the cabbage soup? I do remember it. I remember my mom and dad making it and telling me I had to eat it for however many days it was. All that rotation. One day you ate all the fruits.
Yeah.
One day you ate all the vegetables. Luckily for me, they decided by like the third day that they were done with cabbage soup. And yeah, everyone was just sick of the smell and the way it looked.
Yeah. I love cabbage. That is a vegetable that's up there for me. But I don't make it very often.
Well, Scott's home from the gym. 45 minutes on the elliptical machine.
That's awesome. You're rocking it.
Margie loves German red cabbage.
What is that?
Yeah, what is that?
I don't know what that is.
2KK says, did you know that peppers are fruits too?
I did not. I didn't even think about that, but they do have seeds.
I guess anything that has seeds.
I like those fruits.
It's odd. I guess I'm a fruit. I'm a fruit.
Oh boy.
Camille grew up in New Orleans, and we grilled cheese with our gumbo.
That was, yeah.
Gumbo was good.
Gumbo was good.
Dawn says James wants to empty out before he weighs in tomorrow.
Yup, probably so, right?
In the beginning, I did try to do that. I never even really thought about it. I just know that it was time. Shauna says, ooh, liquid chalk milk.
He's had bathroom problems.
I didn't think it was bad. I really didn't think it was bad. I thought it was way better than the magnesium citrate. Magnesium citrate, that's like the warhead's candy.
You have problems.
I know. Maria says, I'm glad you have 2 bathrooms. Pamela says, I remember castor oil as well and Father John's. Thank God I never met Father John. Whatever that was. It sounds awful.
Oh.
Lisa says, how do you take bee seed powder? I always wondered.
It's literally just a powder, and you just put it in your mouth, and you take a drink and just swallow the powder. It's like eating crushed up Tylenol. It's so gross.
Yeah, anything like that.
But my parents and my grandparents and all my aunts and uncles always swore by it.
They still sell that.
They
stuff.
do.
They still sell it.
They do.
It's probably at Cracker Barrel. With the old candy.
Right.
Paula says, nasty.
No,
tasting.
it's still at like just stores like Walmart.
Dawn's late.
That's all right, Dawn.
Oh, Joe. I'm guessing this is Joe. Used to live on BC powder. It's the best if you have a headache. Put it under your tongue and the headache goes away in a couple minutes.
My family swears by it.
You put it under your tongue and your headache goes away. It's kind of like if you have a headache and you smash your thumb, you no longer have a headache.
It's pretty bad, but it really does work. Like much better than Tylenol or like an ibuprofen or anything.
I swear I remember BC in a pill form, and I remember it because when I was a kid, it wasn't coated with anything. It was one of them pills that when you're young, you put it in your mouth and you take a drink and it sticks to the roof of your mouth, and then you get the taste and you spit it back out. And the more times you do this, the harder it is to swallow because now it's just dissolved in a mess.
Oh boy.
Crafty said, could never do the BC powder, even though I heard it worked really. We might need to get some. We're going to have to get some.
I don't get headaches though.
I know, but I do.
You might want to try it.
Every now and then I get a migraine, and I wonder if
it might help more.
Yes.
Jackie, if you're still listening, I know you get migraines sometimes, and maybe you should try BC and see if that helps.
You should try it. You'll be 10 pounds lighter with that milk of magnesium.
He probably won't be 10 pounds lighter.
I took it once. Works great. Now I just eat less cheese.
He needs to take that advice.
I know I have a cheese problem. I know I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I remember for like a week or two, and then I forget. And then I'll eat a lot of cheese. Or sometimes it's just a lot of cream, we don't realize when we make chaffles and when we make waffles and when we make...
I only make waffles on Saturdays, so it's all you.
Fathead dough pizza. Or when we dip pork rinds in cream cheese, we don't realize how much stuff is actually made of cheese until all of a sudden there's a problem and you're at Walmart looking
I'm shaking my head because...
I love cheese and I'm sorry.
Yes, thank you. That's all you had to say. It has become a regular for me to make waffles, keto chow waffles on Saturdays, and I make them how Miriam makes them now. And they're so easy and they're so good.
They are the best. That is one video. That's one of the, a few weeks ago, Keto Chow said they make them just the easiest way. A cup of cheese, 3 eggs.
And a serving of keto chow.
Yes. And I believe with or without a pinch of baking soda.
Yes, and that's how I've been making them.
And that is the best way to make waffles.
And
chaffles.
It's pretty much like Snickerdoodle Saturday.
Snickerdoodle waffles.
Yes. But they're so good.
Joe says I won't go to Outback either. Bad history with it. That's because all I wanted there, I never wanted the steak.
He wanted the blooming onion.
I wanted the onion, and I wanted the fries with the cheese, and I wanted the bread. That's just what I wanted. So to go there, I would probably start getting the shakes. Looking around and seeing all the stuff. I've left restaurants before, and that would be one that would not be enjoyable for me.
When he says he has gotten up and left a restaurant, he is not joking. It almost embarrasses me.
It's I've seen
when I think he's done it maybe once, maybe twice.
I've done it a couple times. I say, "Oh, I'm out."
Yeah, because he just knows that he just cannot be in there, and he will get up, and I will pay the bill and meet him in the car because I guess it's good that he's self-aware.
I mean, I've seen alcoholics see things on TV and alcohol, and they start shaking. That's kind of how I feel at certain restaurants come dessert time, after my food's gone.
Yeah.
things like that, I start feeling like panic attack.
Right.
And I'm high anxiety anyway. It just gets to the point, it's like, I just know what I got to do. I got to get out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got to do like,
But in all honesty, it's really good to be self-aware and know if you can handle it or not. But I do want to go to Outback, and I know that I can do good there.
Jackie says me and Noah's going to go get pedicures that
Yes.
day.
Yes, you can.
You know what? I can do Texas Roadhouse and I can do other places.
Really?
I can because I don't have a history with Texas Roadhouse.
Okay. What about Longhorn?
I don't really have a history with Longhorn.
Longhorn has really good smoked salmon.
We've actually went to Longhorn on keto in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
It was a while back, but we did go there.
Because Emily likes the smoked salmon.
Is Texas Roadhouse the one that does the peanut
Yes.
shells on the floor?
Yes, it is.
Peanuts are keto.
Our birds like peanuts.
They do. And they're quiet right now because before we do live, we figured out that if we give the cockatiel millet
Yeah.
and we give the Indian ringneck peanuts, they're quiet while we do our show.
Yeah, that's their treat.
Kelly says just spent a pretty good amount at Costco, but almost all meat. Just baked a slab of pork belly yesterday.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I love pork belly.
We love pork belly. Absolutely.
Yes. Who doesn't?
Lisa says my kids are allergic, so we could never go there.
Oh, that's not good.
That has to be the worst allergy. A peanut allergy. Because,
That would be scary.
like, I've known people who've died from it.
Right. That would be really, really scary.
Deb says, just be aware if you're allergic to nuts. Equipped and Perfect Keto is packaged on equipment that could have been used to package nuts. I
Okay.
can't use their products due to my allergy.
Yeah. Be careful with that.
And I love peanut butter so much. That would be so bad for me. Joe says, James,
BC.
it's called BC powder.
Yes.
I know, but I swear I remember pills when I was a kid that said BC on them. Maybe I'm wrong.
Just move on from it. You're wrong.
Maybe that's why the pills were so hard to swallow, because they were powder.
If you were allergic to peanut butter, then you wouldn't know how peanut butter tasted, though.
I definitely wouldn't.
Exactly. No.
So you wouldn't worry about it.
That's right.
Craig has a question. Has anyone been successful on keto that eats out on a regular basis? I can't always tell what's in the food. I have to cook at home.
Yep. Laura Spath is somebody that I follow on Instagram, and I know she traveled a lot with her job and would eat out and share what kind of things she would order.
And I know that Dawn eats out quite a bit.
But you still can be successful. Me personally, I like to cook at home.
Lisa says, show us your cup, James.
It says Emily, not James.
I thought they wanted to see my cup.
My cup has a lion on it.
We only got just a couple minutes left.
We do.
I got this one for Christmas. I'm sure everyone has already seen it. But I just wanted to show it again because I like it.
Yeah, our kids had it made for him.
And I love it. It's
And he
almost
loves it.
it's almost one of them things. It's like you ever get something that you like so much that you don't want to mess it up.
Yes.
That's
But I
awful.
use this cup all the time.
That's kinda
and
like-
it hasn't messed up, and that cup is made the same, so you'd be good.
That's kind of like when you get a expensive, nice pair of pants and you don't want to get them dirty.
Yes.
Hookah loves cheese.
James, yep. That is James.
Santa used to take Goodies powder when I had
Yes.
bad migraines that worked wonders.
That's
now
another.
we're gonna have to get it now because I've got to try it.
You've never had it?
Apparently not. I had it in pill
You
form.
think you had something. You thought you had.
Jonna's here. Hi, Jonna.
Hi, Jonna.
Paula says scrambled eggs cooked in the waffle iron with butter makes great eggs. You've done something like that where we've just cracked the egg in the waffle iron.
When I make Noah breakfast sandwiches, my mouth is so dry. I would just crack the egg in there and put the chaffle mixture in there at the same time and then make the sandwich like that.
I know I skipped some comments, but Heath is getting ready to start
Joe said when he went to Outback every other Sunday, he never had steak there. He would get the blooming onion cheese fries. Yes, that's what I would get, was the chocolate thunder.
Oof.
And that was my meal. And James would want the blooming onion and the cheese fries.
Yeah, I just like the appetizer stuff, and that's the same with Red Lobster. I only went to Red Lobster for the biscuits. I could care less about the food.
Yeah.
So, yeah, to go there, like, I just don't even want to go there if I can't have that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, I'm sorry that we did not get to all the comments, but
To be what?
to not go over our time and take away from Heath and Shelley's,
Yes.
we must say goodbye.
And we must go see what these dragon eggs are.
Linda says that since the pandemic, Texas Roadhouse doesn't have the buckets of peanuts on the tables anymore. Not even salt and pepper. You have to ask for everything.
For everything.
That's one thing I don't like.
Yeah, asking for things.
I don't like the fact that they don't have like the salt and pepper and everything out on the tables. There's like, we don't go to many restaurants, but it seems like there's no salt and pepper out anymore.
That's all right.
We
Never
always
earn salt.
Yeah. All right. All right, you guys. Like I said, I'm sorry we didn't get to all the comments, but you guys have a great night. And
Yes.
Heath and Shelley are started right now.
Yes. Have a good, awesome weekend.
Yep. Weigh in tomorrow.